Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. This will be a collective reading for September 2025. And because this is a collective reading, some information may not be for you, but I do hope that there's something in here today to help you out. We're going to look at the energy for September. We're going to look at your inner alignment as always. So, how you're feeling, what you're thinking about, what you're doing, what people notice about you in September, and some advice from your loved ones on the other side. All right, taking a look at the energy for September, you have the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands. So you may be a little emotionally overwhelmed in September, and I feel like this is positive emotions in September, meaning you may be very passionate, very excited, very motivated, very impatient to get things started. With the Three of Wands here, you may be experiencing some positive progress or success. There's something that you may be beginning. It could be a new relationship, a new project, a new goal. There's just something here in September that looks good, and you may be very happy about it, relieved, or excited. There's just something about you wanting to rush into something or to get something started. Or if you've already started something, you want to quickly have it completed, or you just want to get to the finish line to see what will happen. So there's some impatience going on with your energy in September, but it does look like some good things are going to happen for you. So let's look at your heart. You have the Moon, the Emperor, and the Two of Swords for how you're feeling. I feel like emotionally there's a need for you to put on a mask. I don't know if I want to say a brave face, but maybe for some of y'all, you're wanting to put on a brave face because there's something that may happen in September, or it's already happening, or it's in the process that may be very intimidating. Again, it could be emotionally overwhelming. It could be something that scares you. Because even if it's good things can scare you, right? The unknown can be very scary of what will happen next. So for some of y'all, there's this need to put on a brave face. For others, there's just this need to stay calm, okay? To keep a level head, to go about your day and getting things done without letting your emotions ruin the moment or to prevent you from progressing into the next step or into the next phase of whatever this is. And again, whatever's happening, it could be a relationship, it could be a project at work, it could be a new job, it could be any sorts of new changes in your life that one could be completely different than what you've been experiencing. Two, it could be just very exciting for you because it's new, it's better, or it's just a positive change or shift in your life. And I see there is a need just for you to be like, stay calm, take a deep breath, just go about your day doing what you're doing, don't mess things up, is what I see in your heart. There is a decision that you have to make with the Two of Swords, so let me draw 3 more cards. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. All right, you have the Wheel of Fortune, the King of Swords in reverse, and the King of Wands. In your heart, emotionally, you could be very open to anything that may come your way in September, any opportunity, any blessing, any offers. It looks like you're ready, you're willing, you're able to just, get things moving along for you. So I see an eagerness to you in your heart, but there just looks like a lack of how to communicate this in a way that is successful. So for some of y'all, the passion or the energy is there, but when it comes to how to translate this energy, you may not know what it is that you want. Okay, So when you're presented with an opportunity, an offer, or some type of blessing, some type of opportunity for change to happen in your life in September, you may not know exactly which way to go just yet, but you do want something. Okay, let me do 3 more. You have the 8 of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, and the World. Yeah, so you're with the 8 of Pentacles, you have this desire to put your mind to a certain goal, a specific goal in mind, and you're willing to put in the work in order to accomplish that goal, obtain that achievement. There's something about you, you're ready. But just like in the 9 of Cups with the woman here sitting out or sitting down, you're right now emotionally you're staying in one spot because you don't know where to direct this passion, this motivation, the positive feelings or positive emotions that you may experience in September. You may not know where to direct fully your attention, your energy, your desire too. And with the World card here, there's just many different possibilities here for you. I feel like you're going to receive a couple of different opportunities, not just one, but a couple. And for some of y'all, maybe even a few, that you could imagine yourself in each opportunity. So maybe you could imagine yourself marrying a person or being in a relationship with that person, or you could see yourself at this company or that company. You can see yourself being a teacher or a lawyer, or you can see yourself saying yes to this offer or that offer. There's just multiple things that you can imagine yourself in that appeal to you, and you just don't know which one to take. I mean, it is a difficult, it's something difficult to go through, but if you had to pick and choose what obstacle that you have to go through, at least, it's choosing between positive opportunities here. All right, looking at your mind, you have the Hermit, the 6 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Cups in reverse. So mentally, there is this need for you to kind of evaluate what it is that you want to do. So you may be very contemplative. And with the 6 of Pentacles, it's almost like, if you've ever seen The Matrix, it's like the red pill or the blue pill. It's like, okay, someone has presented me 2 different offers. Which one do I take? Because whatever I do, it's going to take me out of my comfort zone, or it's going to change my life, and there's no going back to how things were. So whatever you choose, it may be very permanent, or it could have long-lasting effects or consequences to whatever it is that you choose to do. Let me do 3 more cards for the mental state. You have the 9 of Wands, the King of Swords in reverse, and the 6 of Swords in reverse. Let me straighten this. So in your mind, with the 9 of Wands, there is this need for you to figure out what it is that you want or need. And for some of y'all, even if you don't gain that mental clarity on what it is that you want or what it is that you need, you may feel pressure to pick something anyway, just to get it over with, or to get things started. You don't want to wait that anymore longer, right? For some of y'all, this is a long time coming. It's almost like you've been waiting for things to change or things to happen, and now it looks like it finally is. Things are finally starting to move along, and you don't want to miss your chance to see positive progress in your life. So in your mind, you're like, okay, I may not know what I want or need, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick something here, even if you don't know what it is. With the 6 of Swords here, it does look like maybe on an intellectual level, you know that if you do try to rush some things, There may be negative consequences to your decision making. Something that may fail if you are too impatient. So on an intellectual level, or even a subconscious level, you may know that, okay, you have to calm yourself, take things slow when you make your decision. Let me do 3 more for your mind, the mental state. Anything else? You have the Lovers, the 3 of Cups. My cards are falling. And the Page of Cups. Yeah, choices. Choices are on your mind, but choices that are in alignment with your higher inner self. It aligns with your purpose, what can fulfill you, satisfy you emotionally, spiritually for some of y'all. And for some of y'all, making a decision this month also means deciding who do you want on your side, who do you want in a partnership. Okay, for some it's romantic partnership, it could be professional partnership, it could be what company you want to keep, what community you want to be a part of, what organization you want to be a part of, something brand new. Okay, so I can see why you want to slow down a little, because there is a risk involved with starting something brand new with someone else that may be a stranger or you may not know as well. But again, the options that you have look pretty decent here. Emotionally, you feel okay about your options. Mentally, they look, whatever your options are, they look pretty decent here. I don't see you hating one option or disliking one option over the other. Because there was the 2 of Swords in your heart, let's just do 2 different options. And again, if this is not something you can relate to or connect with in September, please feel free to disregard. But because the 2 of Swords was in your heart, let's just say you have 2 different options in September. So we're going to do option A. What does option A look like according to you? All right. And then option B, what does that look like to you? Okay, taking a look at option A, you have the 4 of Swords and the Death, both in reverse, and the 10 of Pentacles. With option A, it may have a slower beginning or a slower process for you. I do see maybe because you have to deal with other people and because you're dependent on other people to work with you, and maybe because you also have to, and there will be new partnerships, okay, in September. So again, they could be strangers to you or you don't know them that well. So you're having to figure out who they are and what they want and what they need and how well do y'all work together. So it's that getting to know you phase. And so it's just going to take a while. But I do see it coming around to blossom into something positive for you, to where you have the 10 of Pentacles here. And here you have financial stability, you have a peace of mind, you have comfort, security, and it's something that will be long lasting for you. Now, do I see everyone here being happy about how things are? I don't know. But because there is a peace of mind with comfort, security, financial stability, maybe even wealth, if that is something that you desire or that's something that you need, then I do see you being very happy with option A. Now, option B here, given the 10 of Cups in option B, this option may be more fulfilling to you on an emotional or spiritual level. I see you having more happiness, but it could be long lasting, but maybe not as long lasting as option A, financially speaking for you. I do see the King of Pentacles here for you. So you could reach some sort of financial success for yourself, or some sort of maybe career wise, or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. I see you being able to succeed. But given the Queen of Cups here in reverse, you may end up doing something that you never thought you were going to do to begin with. Like maybe you weren't as passionate about it. Maybe you never thought you could do that. So it could be something that you never thought about, or you never thought, okay, this is something that can make me happy, and it turns out, oh, it can make me happy. And option B here looks like it may be more fast moving or fast paced than option A. So that could be a factor as well. Which one do you want to see more progress? Like how fast do you want things to progress? And how much money are you wanting, and how fulfilled do you want to be? So, I mean, they're both good options. They both end well for you. It just depends on what it is that you truly want or need in your life, and for those who are affected by your decision making, you know, your partner, your family, your children, and so on. So over here represents your intentions. This is what you want people to see and believe about you based on your actions, okay? You have the Moon yet again, but in reverse, the Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So remember, the Moon was in your heart. So how you're feeling, which is you may be very overwhelmed, maybe scared, nervous, full of anticipation for what's going to happen next, for whatever you choose to do. And you want other people to see and believe that you're not afraid, you're not intimidated, you're not emotionally overwhelmed. And whatever you choose to do, that you've thought about it, you prepared for it, and you didn't take anything lightly, and you made the right decision. So you want other people to believe you made the right decision. And for some of y'all, given the Eight of Swords, I feel like maybe you may be struggling lately, or facing some certain obstacles with other people, and there's this need for you to convince them that everything will be okay, and that you're going to find a way out of whatever situation that you're in that is difficult. Okay, let's do 3 more for your intentions. You have the Emperor again, the Magician in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, you want other people to see and believe. Here's this opportunity coming in, and we saw that in your heart, that you had to make a choice with the Two of Swords in your heart. And here we saw you had 2 different options here, both good, okay, both good on paper, but you know, it depends on what you intuitively feel is right for you. And here you want people to believe that you can pick the right choice with an opportunity coming in for you. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it could be an offer of anything, right? Of anything. It could be a job offer. It could be a new relationship. It could be marriage. It could be taking relationships to the next level. Moving in, having children. It could be relocating, moving to a whole different city. You know, it's just opportunities for change. And with the Emperor here, again, with the Emperor, you want to have that brave face, to have a good handle on not only your emotions, but a handle on whatever changes may happen. So you just want people to see and believe that you got this, you know, you have a good handle on it. And for some of you, with the Magician here in reverse, maybe someone suggests to you that maybe you need some sort of help from other people. And you're wanting to tell them, no, I don't need help from so-and-so. I can do it on my own, or I can make things happen. I also have talent. I also have skills. I also have tools at my disposal to use for whatever happens with this Ace of Pentacles coming in. Okay. But what are you actually doing? According to your loved ones on the other side, this is what they can observe from you, from their point of view. Okay, you have the High Priestess in reverse, Justice in reverse, and the Magician. With the Magician popping up again, for some of y'all, you're not utilizing a higher power or your spirituality here. especially with the High Priestess, they're saying you're not listening to the inner voice within you, your spirituality, okay, your connection to your soul, your spirit, your connection to a higher power, whatever that may be. You're not utilizing it as well as you should in September. But let me draw 3 more cards for what do y'all see, loved ones? What do y'all see in September? You have the Chariot in reverse. You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay, with the Chariot here in reverse, something in September may not feel right or look right, but you're ignoring the warning signs. Okay, I don't know what it could be for you because this is a collective reading, but there's something in September that just may not be right, and for you and for other people involved. So because you were represented by the King of Pentacles, there could be something to do with your partnership, okay? And both of you may be very confident and very successful or doing okay in September, but there's just something about, it's just something about where y'all are heading together that maybe it's not the right path. So even though good things are happening for you in September, you're getting different opportunities, different offers. Somewhere along the way, you may hit a bump in the road, but you're ignoring that bump in the road. Or maybe it's like you're in a forest. You know, there's 2 pathways in a forest, and you, instead of going down the one path that's sunshiny and pretty, you choose to go down the one that is dark with fog, with wolves in the background. You choose to go down the mystery path, and your loved ones on the other side, they're like, I don't think you're gonna choose the right pathway here in September. But let me draw 3 more on what they can see about you. You have the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, there's something that you're choosing to do or choosing to maintain. With the 9 of Pentacles, I always see this card as you being in a nice little safe environment or little bubble. And it looks like you want to maintain some sort of comfort at all costs. So maybe you are being very overly defensive. You may be detaching from other relationships. You may be ignoring or neglecting other responsibilities in order to keep this nice little comfort zone that you put yourself in somewhere, sometime. Okay. Somewhere in September, you may put yourself in a nice little comfort zone, and it's going to be very difficult for you to step out of it. But your loved ones are saying with the 2 of Pentacles here, you may find yourself overwhelmed with trying to multitask or do everything you can in order to maintain this comfort zone. Okay, this is what they're seeing you do in September. What else, loved ones? You have the Page of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Swords in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse. Okay, with the Page of Swords here, I feel like some of y'all are going to receive some information in September that will let you know that things are going to change in a positive way. Not just with the offer or whatever opportunities coming in, but I feel like this information is going to... I feel like with this information, it's going to let you know that things are going to not just temporarily, but permanently change for the better. And for some of y'all, you're so used to things being not so great or not so good, things being negative for you or difficult for you, that to receive information that now things are going to turn around for the better, you may not know how to handle it, you may not believe it, you may not trust it. And for some of y'all, the comfort zone, or this little bubble that you placed yourself in the Nine of Pentacles here, this doesn't mean that everything is good and sunshine in this little bubble or comfort zone. Your comfort zone could be you being used to difficulty, used to hardship, okay? Used to you having to constantly overcome obstacles. That could also be a comfort zone. And you could be sitting there saying, hey, I'm waiting for good news. I'm waiting for that offer. I'm waiting for the opportunity to change my life. But for whatever reason in September, okay, there seems to be a little bit of resistance coming from you. So I would be on the lookout for that as well. We're going to move on to what people notice about you, okay, and the people in your inner circle, or the people who can observe you on a daily basis, okay? So it could be friends, family, co-workers. Your inner circle, they feel like whatever option you go with, okay, option A, option B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever, or the people that you choose to be around, okay, to align yourself with, could be a new relationship, a new partnership, okay, could be a professional partnership, a new company, or whoever you choose to be around, all right? In September, the people in your life feel like that isn't a good choice for you. Y'all may not share the same goals, and it's something that you shouldn't invest your time, energy, or effort into. It is a bad investment, okay? With the Page of Pentacles, they just think this is not a good investment. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles here, this could be your counterpart or your spouse, your romantic partner. They could be the ones that are saying this isn't a good investment for me or for the family or for the children. It's not a good idea. Anything else for what people notice about you? You have the Hierophant, the Strength card, and the Fool. Again, another new beginning type of energy here with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, for some of y'all, the people in your life see that you feel so strongly with the Strength card. You feel so strongly about a certain decision. And one of these decisions that you may make in September is to detach yourself or separate yourself from some partnership, some company or organization that you are in or you were in. You feel so passionate about doing that, but it's not something that, with the Fool, it's not something that you really thought about of the long-term consequences. So some people in your life may think that you're not thinking things through as well as you should, and which is why in your intentions it looks like you're trying to convince other people that you are making the best decision possible, that you've thought it through. As the Emperor, you're not the Fool, you're the Emperor, and you got this. But other people in your life may be in opposition in what you choose to do, and this is going to be different for everyone, right? So it may not happen for you, and the people in your life may be on board, okay? But if this is true, or even if it's not true, let's draw three more cards. What else do other people notice? You have the Queen of Pentacles again, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups. So again, it's just reiterating what they said before. You're not properly preparing. And with the Hermit, other people in your life may want you to really think about what it is that you choose to do in September and the people that you're going to affect. Okay, your partner, your spouse, your children, your other family members, friends. Truly think about who you're going to affect by your decision making, because they don't want you to repeat the past. With the Five of Cups here, they don't want you to repeat any past mistakes, okay? So I feel like they themselves have a little bit of fear surrounding these changes, or surrounding the opportunities that will be presented to you in September. Okay. Okay, we're going to move on to some advice to see if we can help you out today. All right, so your word of advice from your loved ones on the other side, you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Wands. So the energy that you need more of in September is just for you to step outside of your comfort zone, whatever that comfort zone means to you, okay? Because it looks different for everybody. And again, like I said, comfort zones are not always positive. You could be comfortable with being miserable, comfortable dealing with obstacle or hardship one after another. You could be comfortable with not being optimistic and always expecting the worst. So it's comfort zones are not always sunshine and rainbows and wishful thinking and everyone is happy. So your loved ones on the other side, they want you to step out of that comfort zone and to go after what it is that you truly want or need in September. Anything else for the energy you need more of? Oh, these two wanted to come out. You have the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles. So remember what your loved one said before when it came to your intentions and what they can observe about you in September, which is you're not trusting your intuition, your inner voice. You're not really communicating with your soul, with your spirit, or with a higher inner power. So in September, they want you to really trust in your own inner voice, your own intuition on what you choose to do. Trust that whatever path you choose to walk down is the right path for you, because you had this conversation, this communication with your own self, with your heart, your mind, your soul, okay? Now, the energy that you need less of in September, you have the Three of Pentacles and the Five of Swords in reverse. They want you to rely less on other people's opinions here. And of course, the people that you care about or you respect, of course, you can listen to their advice. However, your loved ones on the other side, they don't want you to rely solely on the opinions or the advice of other people. And you shouldn't feel guilty or ashamed or hesitant on choosing to listen to your own inner voice. Trust that you are intelligent. You're intelligent enough. Trust that you know what is best for you. If you have weighed the pros and cons, you educated yourself, you researched on certain things, you've listened to everybody's opinion, or you've listened to everyone's advice, trust that you can now make the smartest decision possible, and it's okay to choose you, okay? Anything else for the energy that you need less of in September? You have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice in reverse. And for some of y'all, the energy you need less is for you to give away your power. So if you find yourself being taken advantage of in a partnership, okay, in September, or it has been going on for a while, your loved ones on the other side want you not to give your power away to other people who could take advantage of you, who may not be looking out for your best interests, or they may not be as supportive. So look out for that. Okay, anything in general for advice for everyone, loved ones? Anything else in general for advice? You have the Knight of Swords in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords in reverse. With this Eight of Swords here in reverse, if you're feeling stuck in September, okay, or finding yourself making a difficult decision or choice, the best way to free yourself or to overcome any difficulty or obstacle in September is just for you to really plan and prep what it is that you need to do next, okay? Your next steps, okay? So less action and more planning and prepping. As much as you want to see things moving along at a faster pace in September, you're just going to have a little more patience, a little more planning, a little more prepping. I do see you figuring out the right plan of action for you to take that will be successful for you, okay?